Deep Arc Galactic. One of my favorite games to play. There should be more from it in that hot minute when you re-download it. There should be more from it in that hot minute. Oh, my mic does come through. Yeah, because I use my smartphone to check my audio is working.
Rock and stone forever! Scriptastic!
Script. New armored pick job.
That one!
Armored pick job. That one. Now where do I put this? Armored pick job. That one. Now where do I put this? Armored pick job. Alrighty.
Rock and stone!
So if there's anyone doing a deep dive. I don't know why we need this. We need these no cubes for something. I think it's for one of the seasonal things. Put on world. Okay. Okay.
Last one to rock and stone pays for the first round.
Oh, I got some more script.
Another script.
More credits. Another one.
Ripley script.
Got another skin.
Oh, sweet.
And you do 3 Mon Expedition or Heavy Extraction. Then when you get to level 100 and then you get to Infinity, you just keep getting credits as a reward. Then when you get to level 100 and then you get to Infinity, you just keep getting credits as a reward.
Rock and stone!
Rockin' Stone, brother. Let's do the weekly priority assignments. These are usually quicker than the other ones, I think. Is there a deep dive I can get into? It's funny, I could probably get into like a Halo match quicker than this. I started playing Super Robot Wars. I don't know which one, but it says like the 30th anniversary of the game, so maybe it's the 30th anniversary edition. I mean, it's like part visual novel. Then when you like, fight like an enemy, like you can choose to turn animation on or off. It's pretty much the same animation with different characters. Oil driller. Oil driller. Come on, really? I can't join all the missions started? What kind of nonsense is that? Come on, really? I can't join all the missions started? What kind of nonsense is that? Come on, really? I can't join all the missions started? These days I'm gonna either get a PS5 or learn how to use OBS on my PC, but then I have to get like a wire headset for the speakers.
Rock and stone!
Bro, can I not join anyone's game? They got an engineer, a driller, scout. No free slots? It literally shows a slot! Bruh! What kind of wizardry is this?
Check your gear and let's go.
I could be NG. I got 2 more for driller. They already have drill. I can't tell how many guys they have. I'm gonna be NG. Oh, oh. So this is like a relatively new dude. I know. Let me check my settings. Oh, no wonder. You should start a freaking party. Hello. 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 Oh wow, it just came in, it was so dark.
This is fun. Rock and stone.
Are we doing hazard too? It's been a while since I haven't started just making parties and stuff. I guess you could hear me. That's good. I guess we could just keep it, but I feel like it'd be like rude, I guess. Tried doing that in Destiny 2 years ago. Suppose they're doing Destiny 3 or whatever, and then they deleted content from like the OG game or whatever. Lucio, maybe he's Italian. Or just like Italian sounding names. You were Lily Driller, buddy. Okie dokie, let's go, let's go, let's go. We have to keep drilling. Which way are you going? You're going this way? I don't even know where we're going. That's the beauty of this game, you could be going anywhere. I mean, it's like procedure generated levels and stuff. Oh, dark. This dude's just going anywhere. This dude's a scout, I'm an NG. So the other dude should be a gunner or another driller. He's right there. I don't think you're gonna be drilling to any other Morkite. Look, he's right there. Just drill to where he is, buddy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So apparently in like Europe you can carry some more ceremonial daggers like as a Sikh, and you can do that as a Sikh in like America, in like Massachusetts. About to freaking hurt myself. What? He's all the way over there, the scout. Where are you going? Let's go, let's go. I don't know why you tagged him when I just got it. I'm trying to get Mordecai and then Ebonite. The secondary objectives just means you get like more XP and more resources, I guess. I think on PC you could still play that Predator hunting game. I don't know if you can still play it on console. I think it needs X amount of players for multiplayer games for them to like keep the servers on. But most companies don't like own their own servers; they rent them.
Just take your sweet time, old lady. I've got all day.
Where are you going, bucko? The Morkite's right here. I just got it. I'm starting to sound like Thomas White, like, get together, bucko. Well, listen to the guy's stream. For being a Northerner, he always has some, like, good insight. That's all the more. I used to play like Star Wars Battlefront 2. It wasn't good, but I liked it. I mean, we don't really have like a lot of Star Wars games besides those new ones. I hear those new ones are like a lot of backtracking. It's like, you know, like Dark Souls in the way like, well, it's like punishing the way its combat is. Found Nitro. I know it's only hazard 2, but we're gonna need some if y'all start shooting. Especially on hazard 3, the amount of times you be playing with people who are doing like, you know, protect the doze and stuff, and nobody wants to protect the dozer.
Got a swarm on the way. Repeat, swarm.
I'm mining gold, I'm mining gold, I'm a gold miner, mining gold. Speaking of which, precious metals are good nowadays, especially in this bad economy. Buy precious metals. I do not have a sponsor. This is my opinion. I'm not your financial advisor. Do not spend all your money buying gold because you thought I told you. It's just an opinion, not financial advice. I'm not Matt Walsh or Ben Superior with big sponsors behind me. That out of the way, I'm trying. Oh! Almost died. Oh, gotta reload. I gotta reload! I swore there's a big one over there.
Shooting you, pointy ear, leaf lover.
I got you, I got you. They're all dead. Make a tunnel. Make a tunnel.
Scanner showed the way was thinning out. Take out the rest of them. Snap.
Okay, now we got a gunner, scout driller. Okay, we got a full squad.
Wolf inbound.
Down, everyone!
You can support the devs by like buying all the skins and stuff. I mean, they got 3 games. They got this one. They got the one in early access, Bro 4, and And then I think they got like the auto shooter one. I mean, you can play this game by yourself if you want, but then you get like the little robot, the drone. It can like mine stuff for you. It can like shoot your enemies. Did you get more Mordecai or what? I'm saying that like y'all can hear me or whatever. Y'all could have heard me before, but I don't know if my mic's on or if my mic was loud enough for y'all to hear me. Okay. I actually did not go to the movies this week because I have not seen the Backrooms. I've not seen the new Mandalorian Grogu movie. If with someone in Discord, it's like really goofy fun, I guess. I've not seen the Amazing Digital Circus, then again I've never seen a TV show on Amazon, I think. You know, I thought it was indie, but then again, if you're being picked up by Amazon, are you really indie? It's like when people say like Common America has like a hidden sponsor, but they're literally published by Antarctic Press, which is I mean Ben Dunn, I think his name was Ben Dunn. He sold it to his brother or something, and like Antarctic Press publishes like Tomorrow Girl and stuff. I think it's Ben Dunn, I could be wrong. But Antarctic Press literally does like, you know, crowdfunding every like few years. They make good books. It feels way different jumping in this game than on my PC, even though I got like a 1080p screen or whatever. It's funny, I mean, I paid $40 for this, pretty much, it's got combat, but like, you listen to talks, and it's got like a Super Robot Wars game. It's a visual novel, then there's combat, then like, when you're out of combat, you can like, upgrade your mechs and stuff. Like, more health, more armor. I don't know what Ian means, I don't know if that's like more attack. There's one for sight. You can equip parts, or you can sell parts. Like we're in a pickle. Big pickle. Ooh. What is stopping me? What is this? Did you see it? That was like a string or something. That's some kind of weird wire stopping me.
Found some more kind.
I whiffed that so hard.
Ready to use.
Well, I know one of y'all's a scout. Hazard 2, you don't really use as much ammo, I guess. I mean, you shouldn't be unless you're just firing everything. Face, whoosha, tongue out, face. Oh. Oh, thanks, dude. You kind of remind me of that one character from the Neptunia series that really talks in like emoticons or whatever.
Escape button on the mule is activated.
So I talked to you one time. You seem pretty smart. Maybe it's been a long day, I don't know. But thanks, dude. The alien egg. Oh, this isn't really that mission. I mean, there are some where you have to like get alien eggs, and if you're doing a deep dive, then you have to find more. I don't think you can eat them though, unless they add that, or there's like a mod on PC. And I think you have a PC raising, maybe you could do that. I only had to make mods and I don't know. I don't know. There's like some mega tutorial. You just like download the zip and like it works. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going this way. I could be wrong, because there's been times, if you ever watched my streams, where like, I don't really make it to the end. Okay, so it is this way. I remember years ago, I don't know if it was like 2018 or 19, there was a game called like Predator Hunting Grounds, where like, you were a bunch of Marines, one of you was the Predator, it was like evolved kind of, except you weren't like big monsters, you weren't trying to trap the monster. There's this Alien game that came out, I think, how many years ago, like, where there's like different tiers, they have like the DLC and the art book and the music. You can buy it, and there's upgrades, and like, if it's either you or a squad of people, you can fight like the alien too. I said, I don't think you get to become the alien, I think you're just like going through levels fighting it. Oh, I didn't kill you. Oh, that's the stone ammunition. I haven't played. When's the last time I played this? Oh, it was like 2 weeks ago, I guess. Because I played Genshin Squadron last week and it crashed. It wasn't even like raining that day, so I don't know why it crashed. Oh.
Red sugar.
We didn't even get enough ebonite. I had like 2 left. I had 2 I could give. We had all the morkite. Oh, grapple. I might need to use my nades. Yeah, I've seen the new Halo game, Halo Campaign Evolved. It looks kind of like goofy or whatever, like the art style's crap. I haven't bought it though, you know it's on Steam. Well, now it's just me watching my game, I guess. Oh, I'm glad he made this tunnel earlier. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Almost 2 minutes. What is that? Is that like a spider emoji? A water gun? That's funny, dude. Like, I mean, D-Rock Galactic is pretty cheap. I mean, it's cheaper than Call of Duty when it comes out. Ooh, that's performance points. Looks good. I'm gonna clean my bathroom today, which is one chore I did. You clean the mirror, the sink, the toilet, the tub, I guess. Which is annoying, but tedious. Hmm. Let's see.
Come on, guys! Rock and stone!
Assignment mission completed. Your performance.
I remember I once re-downloaded Xenoverse 2 because I wanted to play it, then I realized there's like so much DLC I didn't have. That's one of those games I don't think I could ever platinum.
Rockety rockin' stone.
Even Fairy Tail is like a ton of like DLC, but then like a lot of the DLC is just like swimsuit DLC. Some of that stuff is just like more dungeons you can do.
Yoink!
Thriller or Gunner, I can do that.
Launch control reports
It's just like
flying
Center Cog, like a lot of the DLC wasn't like more stuff that adds like the campaign or like multiplayer. It was just like more like, you know, costumes, which was cool. I forget where I can go. Switch them out. Oh, it's right here.
Rockin' stone forever!
Hey, job. I'm gonna change this stuff. Oh, look.
Maybe this.
I can switch the armor out. Yuletide. Mark 1. Skill Brigade.
What about this one?
A new victory move. War inspection. Fuzzy eye. I don't know why I can't get a new paint. Oh, that's because I didn't put one. Oh, look. Toxic Defender. Okay. I can do it for all of these guys. Retro Galaxy.
Aerodynamic. Like it.
Headwear.
Spot on.
Skill Brigade. Mark 3. Mark 5.
Perhaps. Or
That's a new one.
nah, this one.
Strike Team Bravo. Mark 5. My phone takes too long to charge. This is the Jerusalem Post. Teens in 2 states arrested over a threat that shuttered Houston synagogue. This is the Jerusalem Post. Teens in 2 states arrested over a threat that shuttered Houston synagogue. Angelina Han Hicks, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, and an unnamed 6-year-old boy of Houston, Texas, were arrested in relation to a planned attack against Congregation Beth Israel. Angelina Han Hicks, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, and an unnamed 6-year-old boy of Houston, Texas, were arrested in relation to a planned attack against Congregation Beth Israel. This is by Grace Gilson. Angelina Han Hicks, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, and an unnamed 6-year-old boy of Houston, Texas, were arrested in relation to a planned attack against Congregation Beth Israel. This is by Grace Gilson. April 24th, 2026, 21:15. Two teenagers were arrested this week for an alleged plot to drive through a Houston synagogue and kill as many Jews as possible, according to local authorities. Two teenagers were arrested this week for an alleged plot to drive through a Houston synagogue and kill as many Jews as possible, according to local authorities. Angelina Han Hicks, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, was arrested at her home on Wednesday and charged with conspiring with 2 other individuals to commit an attack on Congregation Beth Israel. Two teenagers were arrested this week for an alleged plot to drive through a Houston synagogue and kill as many Jews as possible, according to local authorities. Angelina Han Hicks, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, was was arrested at home on Wednesday and charged with conspiring with two other individuals to commit an attack on Congregation Beth Israel, the oldest Jewish house of worship in Texas, according to the Davidson County Sheriff's Office. Angelina Hernandez, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, was arrested at home on Wednesday and charged with conspiring with two other individuals to commit an attack on Congregation Beth Israel, the oldest Jewish house of worship in Texas, according to the Davidson County Sheriff's Office. Angelina Hernandez, 18, of Lexington, North Carolina, was arrested at home on Wednesday and charged with conspiring with two other individuals to commit an attack on Congregation Beth Israel, the oldest Jewish house of worship in Texas, according to the Davidson County Sheriff's Office. She has been held in the Davidson County Jail under a $10 million bond. In Houston, a 16-year-old boy was also arrested in relation to a threat directed towards certain Jewish institutions in our area. In Houston, a 16-year-old boy was also arrested in relation to a threat directed towards certain Jewish institutions in our area. In Houston, a 16-year-old boy was also arrested in relation to a threat directed towards certain Jewish institutions in our area. It wasn't clear whether the second arrest was connected to Hicks, but the judge who ordered Hicks detained said she should be prevented from communicating with unnamed co-conspirators. But the judge who ordered Hicks detained said she should be prevented from communicating with unnamed co-conspirators. But the judge who ordered Hicks detained said she should be prevented from communicating with unnamed co-conspirators. But the judge who ordered Hicks detained said she should be prevented from communicating with unnamed. It's unclear whether the second arrest was connected to Hicks, but the judge who ordered Hicks detained said she should be prevented from communicating with unnamed co-conspirators. At this time, there is no other known credible threat, the Houston Police Department said in a statement. Congregation Beth Israel, a Reformed synagogue, and the Schlinkler School, a preschool and elementary school that shares its campus. Congregation Beth Israel, a Reformed synagogue, and the Schlinkler School, a preschool and elementary school that shares its campus, closed following threats on Wednesday. Conspiracy was to kill as many Jews as possible. District Court Judge Carlton Terry said the alleged conspiracy was to kill as many Jews as possible by driving through a congregation at a synagogue. He said Hicks would remain in custody after her arraignment. Allowing a co-conspirator a chance to communicate with either of these individuals or those who could relay a message puts lives at risk, Terry wrote. The arrest comes 1 month after the manager of a fireworks later struck into Temple Israel in suburban Detroit. The attack, which left the assailant dead, also followed an arson attack on Beth Israel congregation in Jackson, Mississippi, that left the synagogue's library destroyed. The Jewish Federation of Greater Houston announced on Wednesday that it would go forward with events that were planned to mark Israeli Independence Day despite the reported threats. Again, these are probably two teenagers that are probably influenced by the events that have been happening in Palestine over the past 3 years. That or they were influenced by feds trying to get them to commit mass casualty attacks. Again, this is the Jerusalem Post. Teens in 2 states arrested over a threat that shuttered Houston synagogue. Again, this is the Jerusalem Post. Teens in 2 states arrested over a threat that shuttered Houston synagogue. You can find this on archive.today. You can find this on archive.today. Alrighty. I don't know why my microphone sounds like it's echoing from a cave.
Rock solid!
This is a Deep Rock Galactic. You play procedurally generated maps and stuff. Unless you're modding your own maps on PC, then. This guy must be really experienced, be doing Hazards 5 all by himself. Alright, let's join these guys, see what they're doing. Well, maybe take it out of the YouTube tab and I'll do it again. I don't know why it just sounds so ringy. Maybe my volume on my mic's too loud. I already got a driller. I can't tell if they got 2 drillers, but. Oh, okay. Crumbling Heart on-site refinery. Yeah, okay. I'll be engineer.
Cut him off! Cut him down!
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, you can play with friends, like, you know, drunk or sober and stuff. I mean, it's got lore, but I don't really know what it is. Oh, okay. Glad we got 1 driller then. I remember one of my coworkers. No, he's in the mid-30s. Says he's a millennial. He says he really likes the boys and stuff. He claims he likes all that stuff, you know, that behind-the-scenes stuff on movies where they show you like the wires and how the actors like get around, like the green screens and all that stuff. He wants to be like a VA. He likes like anime dubbed and stuff. I don't hate that stuff. I just hate when like they change stuff that like the original like the original version had. Ooh. This is higher than Hazard. Yeah, Hazard 3. Yeah, we're gonna need some nitro. How much of this do y'all have built?
We picked up a glyphid dreadnought on the radar. It's approaching it quickly.
Well, this is not like a detonator, because that's good if like there's gold nearby. You don't want to like, you know, take forever like mining it. Okay, that's not nitro. This is nitro.
Dreadnought incoming. Do your best.
Huh? A glyphid dreadnought? I thought this is just a regular mission. Why are we fighting dreadnoughts? Okay. Okay, let's go. Can't see it. Where'd it go? Man, how's 3 really buffing himself? Come on. Die already. Oh. So I saw somewhere, I don't know if it was on Telegram or Discord, someone's putting their like Hassan Fire just bought like a new house and I don't know, I think it was in New York State or something. Oh man. Ah! Defend me. Better be able to revive you. Oh wait, I can put down turrets. I'm stupid. I really play as NG anymore. They're both dead? Are you serious? I'm gonna have to go the other way. This is not good. Okay. As long as this gets me closer. Okay. I was hoping some of these had help. Oh. I'm trying to revive one of y'all. Did you heal? Did you heal? Are you serious? I should use my instant revive on the other guy. You might want to run away when he uses an explodey attack. I mean, unless you got minerals to drop off, revive me so I can instant revive the other guy. Or don't. Because just, I guess it's just us three and there's not anyone else joining. Jump, jump. I don't see him near my body. So I can't really see you in hell unless he's like on top of my dead body. 7:30 where I'm at, so... Oh, come on, come on, come on, get closer. Oh man, I missed it. If I would have been more effective, it was all the way on top of my corpse. I mean, if you're yeah, put down your shield and revive one of us. Come on, come on, come on. Throw your shield, throw your shield. Oh. I'm gonna give you an instant revive. Can't even tell my turrets are dead. Go! Attack! Jesus, how's it? Is this annoying? I just instant revived one of y'all. Oh my god. Fuck! Oh, there's 4 of us. Do we have multiple scouts? We have multiple... okay.
Great to have you on board. Fire isn't actually friendly.
Okay. So we're doing pretty good. Why are they little like spiders trying to eat me? Oh. Oh man, where are my turrets? I still got some little health, some little ammo I can put in. Get it, get it, get it! Come on! Come on! Come on, we got this, we got this. Do you even have any nitro? Damn. Let's go.
Hello! Why does it feel like I'm the only one building the pipeline?
Now we need to get nitro. Let's get some nitro, guys. Let's get it.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Did we finish? Did we finish completing it?
If only Deep Rock Galactic could develop a way to automate this process.
Wait, what? Where was this going? Why are they right next to each other? This makes 0 sense. I don't understand this logic. I think I'm gonna get me a wired headset at like Best Buy next week. Cause this thing keeps going off and like you think I'm like saying something. And sometimes I am silent while streaming, but then it'll be like connected.
Great job. First pipeline between pump jack and refinery established.
Yeah, let's get this connected.
I guess Mission Control wouldn't know him.
Second pump jack connected and ready to pump. You're doing
Yeah, try
well.
not make them like the same. Okay. You don't want them like to connect like the same. They want to be like separate by a few meters. It's pretty hard in this. I mean, I can't say for Alabama to say, but it's pretty like humid in Louisiana. Supposedly it's supposed to feel like, I think it's today or tomorrow. It's pretty sure it's today. It's supposed to feel like 100 or something.
That's it. Back full.
Alright, we're gonna need some nitro. I mean, this is Hazard 3. I don't know when no one's digging it or getting the little treasure bugs, whatever you want to call them. Okay, we got 100. But the pump jack's all. Where's the driller? Why isn't he doing this?
Roger that. Supplies
I guess
coming.
everyone's out of ammo. I mean, I'm out of like. Not out of ammo for my turrets. I really haven't used any of these to make platforms yet, so. Two fossils. Got a bunch of gold.
Much better.
Got health. More bits and gold. At least we haven't encountered that detonator yet, which is pretty good. Look at that. I'm mining gold. I'm a gold miner. That's a lot of gold. the battle passes for these games or season, whatever, they're like infinite. You only have to pay for more of it. It's not like if you like, you can play Call of Duty for a while, you're gonna miss like a skin or something. You can't even sell those skins in Call of Duty, because I think you can sell knife skins in CSGO or whatever. You know, sometimes this knife skin in CSGO or gun skin, sometimes they lose or gain value. Like a little stock market.
Secondary objective completed. Make it home to collect your bonus. Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
The supply pod is launched. What do you mean it's launched? Y'all getting more supplies? How?
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Restock! I found a gold vein. Access point.
Seems we disturbed a nest of Clifford grunts. Get ready. They're heading your way.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's get the other pump jack online. I went drinking today, or I'm off the floor. I'm on that vacuum.
Engaging. Check him out. We got work to do.
I can't carry anymore. The battery is spent.
Ew. Did y'all get that gold I want y'all to get? Bet y'all didn't get that gold.
All lights read green. Pipelines and pump jacks are all in place. And the liquid morkite is waiting. Return to
Start
the
up, I
refinery
guess.
and start up the pump sequence.
Where's my turrets at? I have turrets.
Find your bloody fire, your funeral's gonna be as sober a
I
case.
died. Oh. I had a gooey burger in a while, I guess. Gooey burger. I need to move my turrets over here. That's where all the bugs are, and the bugs aren't down there. I need freaking... I need the resupply, man. I'm trying to get my turrets up.
You're almost through the wave.
Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I got my sentries up. Okay. Let me get some ammo,
Getting more ammo.
and I'll go get y'all.
Ready to do some more drilling.
Did y'all get the ammo up here?
Platform up.
Supplies are on the way. The liquid morkite is being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise
Yeah, apparently you can get the Denver distances. I didn't think you could get that till like you were like, you know, old. I thought that's what being old meant.
incoming wave.
I'm a sniper. I have them. I just got it. Do you need my turrets?
Liquid morkite is flowing to the refinery like honey.
get
This
attacked.
pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
Here's the other one. Oh, it's this way.
Lead whistle. Watch your fire, moron!
Fix the problem. Everything's running smoothly again. We got company. Incoming swarm approaching you.
I missed? I whiffed that. I'm whiffing everything today.
Pump sequence 50%. Keep all systems running, and we're done in no time.
Feel my wrath.
I need to like put more ammo to my turns, man. Where are they at? I should put them on top.
The pipelines are jammed. You need to maintain it.
Restraining orders, sir. Reloading.
I got this. I got this. I remember Winston and Cloud claiming like DVDR was some agent or whatever, because he was talking about how like, you know, he doesn't like clean his clothes, he just buys new ones or whatever, like, and then he throws away the old ones. And, like, I can't say I've ever done that, but you know, washing clothes isn't that hard. If you wear a bunch of white shirts and white underwear or white socks for a reason, yeah, you just put them all together in the washer and dryer. If you're wearing a bunch of pink shirts or red shirts or pink ties and kind of want to put those all together, it's not that hard. It gets way harder when you have like kids or grandkids you're doing laundry for or other people. That's how laundromats make a lot of money. I think for like one wash, the laundromat I used to go to, or I did go to, I think it was like $1.50 or something. If you went to big ones, I think it's like $4 or something. So that's like a lot.
The pipelines are leaking. Get on it. Get them fixed.
Leaky, leaky.
Pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system.
Hey. Jesus. Is that far? Finally, I got this. I kind of want to get the Moolah Alternative game because, like, one of them, like, a few of those games got like turned into like anime and stuff. It's like visual novel and like mecha and stuff.
Wave alert. The noise from the refinery is attracting the bugs.
Apparently, when you buy games on Steam, you get Steam points. So I don't know what that does. You get like a Steam shirt with a Steam logo or something. I think it gets you stickers.
Out of ammo!
Bro, press the button. Press the frickin' button, buddy. Come on.
Well done. Cargo rocket is returning to orbit. We're sending in the drop pod to get you out. Hang tight.
Stupid roly. Oh man, I'm out of ammo. Okay.
Much better.
Oh, you reading? Yeah, I was reading the news earlier. I might have to throw another grenade though.
Drop pod departing in T-minus
Ah.
3 minutes.
Wait, I need ammo, buddy.
Go forth, my minions.
I know we're about to leave in like, you know, less than 2 minutes, but still.
Light them
Sometimes I listen to this guy to play Xenoverse 2, and I think he just eats stuff either before he streams or after, because he'll do like 2-hour streams.
Getting more ammo.
Oh man. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you.
2 minutes.
Straight up killing me before I get to a drop pod. Glad this isn't like a promotional thing. When you have to promote your dwarf, because those are like 4 annoying missions you have to do. This was 30 minutes. Well, I had another viewer, so I don't know who that was, but they left pretty quickly.
Good work.
Completed! Oh, I'm tapping some gold. Oh, that's cool.
By the beer!
Well done. 1 mission to go, and you'll have completed this assignment.
By the beer!
Well done. 1 mission to go, and you'll have completed this assignment.
Okay, the next one's gonna be an egg mission.
Rock and stone, yeah!
Lord Yupa.
Give me a rock and stone. Give me a rock and stone. Give me a rock and stone. Give me a rock and stone.
This is express.co.uk/news. This is express.co.uk/news. Horror's woman bundled into car with a masked man held captive in UK home and raped. Horror's woman bundled into car with a masked man held captive in UK home and raped. A man has been sentenced at 34 years in jail. It is by Antonio Scancarillo, news reporter Olivia Bridge. It is by Antonio Scancarillo, news reporter Olivia Bridge. This is 2047, Friday, January 12th, 2026. Updated 2029, Friday, June 12th. Friday, January 12th, 2026. Updated 2049, Friday, January June 12th. This is 2047, Friday, June 12th, 2026. Update 2049, Friday, June 12th, 2026. This is 2047, Friday, June 12th, 2026. Update 2049, Friday, June 12th, 2026. A young woman who came forward to police after being tortured and raped is being praised for her bravery as the evil perpetrator sentenced to 34 years. A young woman who came forward to police after being tortured and raped is being praised for her bravery as the evil perpetrator sentenced to 34 years. Isleworth Crown Court heard how the victim, a 24-year-old woman, was asked to deliver a suitcase containing unknown items from Thailand back to the UK in June 2024. But when she landed back at Birmingham Airport, she refused. She was then bundled into a car and driven to London by masked men. When was dropped off at home in Hanwell, she was tortured and raped on 2 occasions, including by Gangandeep Singh. Singh held her captive for more than a day and physically tortured her. The court heard she was punched, beaten, stripped, whipped, burnt, and raped, and threatened not to tell anyone what had happened. The court heard she was punched, beaten, stripped, whipped, burnt, and raped, and threatened not to tell anyone what had happened. The court heard she was punched, beaten, stripped, whipped, burnt, and raped, and threatened not to tell anyone what had happened. The 34-year-old was found guilty of 2 counts of rape, false imprisonment, causing grievous bodily harm with intent, and kidnapping following a trial in February. The court heard how the victim was hesitant to report the brutal crime, but supported by her mom and Met officers. The court heard how the victim was hesitant to report the brutal crime, but supported by her mom and Met officers. The young woman was able to bring her attacker to justice. Today, June 12th, Singh of Heathfield Road, Wandsworth, was sentenced to 34 years, comprising 28 years in custody. Today, June 12th, Singh of Heathfield Road, Wandsworth, was sentenced to 34 years, comprising 28 years in custody. Followed by a 6-year extended license period, it will not be considered for parole until he has served at least 18 years. Followed by a 6-year extended license period, it will not be considered for parole until he has served at least 18 years. 2/3 of the custodial term and the extended license, after which he will be deported with no right of re-entry. 2/3 of the custodial term and the extended license, after which he will be deported with no right of re-entry. The court heard how hours after release, the victim confided in her mom that she had been a victim but could not disclose the extent of her ordeal. It will be a further 6 more weeks until she felt able to provide a full account to officers. Crucially, the clothing she had been wearing when she was attacked had been kept aside at her home, allowing forensic examination. The results came back with a 1 in a million positive DNA match for Singh, who was in prison on remand for an unrelated offense at the time. As he was handing his sentence, the victim said in a statement, "I never wanted to contact the police. It felt daunting." I was thinking that if I did, I could be putting myself and the people around me in danger. I could be putting myself and the people around me in danger. I never wanted to contact the police. It felt daunting. I was just thinking that if I did, I could be putting myself and the people around me in danger. I never wanted to contact the police. It felt daunting. I was just thinking that if I did, I could be putting myself and the people around me in danger. It was my mom who never gave it. She believed going to the police was the right thing to do. She kept my clothes as evidence and saved all my doctor's notes. It was my mom who never gave it. She believed going to the police was the right thing to do. She kept my clothes as evidence and saved all my doctor's notes. She said she couldn't rest knowing they could be doing this to other people. She said she couldn't rest knowing they could be doing this to other people. At the time, I felt a deep sense of shame. I have always been someone who stands firm in my decisions with a strong sense of self, and I didn't want to lose that. At the time, I felt a deep sense of shame. I have always been someone who stands firm in my decisions with a strong sense of self, and I didn't want to lose that. My friends and family supported me throughout everything. They made sure I never lost the strength to keep going, and for that, I'm truly grateful. My friends and family supported me throughout everything. They made sure I never lost the strength to keep going, and for that, I'm truly grateful. To anyone who has experienced abuse, sexual or otherwise, please remember this. We're not the ones who should carry shame. We survive, and we go on to live again. To anyone who has experienced abuse, sexual or otherwise, please remember this. We're not the ones who should carry shame. We survive, and we go on to live again. My mother also said, firstly, I would like to thank the Metropolitan Police, namely DC Sitara Abdul, PC Grace Wilson. Firstly, I would like to thank the Metropolitan Police, namely DC Sitara Abdul, PC Grace Wilson, and PC the Stony Peters for their support and commitment, as well as the CPS, Chloe from the Havens, and everyone else who has helped and worked hard to ensure. For their support and commitment, as well as the CPS, Chloe from the Havens, and everyone else who has helped and worked hard to ensure. To ensure that justice and service with my daughter can have closure. When I contacted the Metropolitan Police, they responded with professionalism and sensitivity. And reassured me that I could report this too as a third party, despite my daughter initially not wishing to proceed. And reassured me that I could report this too as a third party, despite my daughter initially not wishing to proceed. They took my concern seriously and continued to investigate due to the seriousness of the offenses. As a family, we are grateful for all the support provided. Their actions have given us a sense of closure. We are reassured that a dangerous individual has now been removed from these streets. Their actions have given us a sense of closure. We are reassured that a dangerous individual has now been removed from these streets. Detective Constable Sitara Abdul from the Northwest Rape and Serious Sexual Offense Units who led the investigation said, Detective Constable Sitara Abdul from the Northwest Rape and Serious Sexual Offense Units who led the investigation said, the brutality what the victim in this case faced is unimaginable. She has shown immense bravery in coming forward to help us ensure her attacker faces justice. The cruel level of control left her fearing for life. Threats are made to try and silence her. The cruel level of control left her fearing for life. Threats are made to try and silence her. With the support of her mom and the additional care shown by the officers investigating her case, that we were able to apprehend and. With the support of her mom and the additional care shown by the officers investigating her case, that we were able to apprehend and. With the support of her mom and the additional care shown by the officers investigating her case, that we were able to apprehend and. Threats were made to trial silencer, but the support of mom and the additional care shown by officers investigating her case, we were able to apprehend and charge an extremely dangerous individual. Again, this is horrors of one abundance of car of a masked man held captive in UK home and raped. You can find us on archive.today. Again, this is horrors of one abundance of car of a masked man held captive in UK home and raped. You can find us on archive.today. That was a express.uk news article. That was a express.uk news article. A lot of people are really jazzed about the World Cup. I'm not really a soccer fan. I'm not really caring about that. I mean, I was watching some soccer when I was at the bar Thursday night. The World Cup. I'm not really a soccer fan. I'm not really caring about that. I mean, I was watching some soccer when I was at the bar Thursday night.
Stoner Rock!
Stone Rock. I remember Rock once claimed that like there aren't people streaming games on Rumble, but Doctor Disrespect does, and other people do.
Stone in the heart!
I mean, I follow this one guy, Chudwick. He does like, you know, content about like, you know, white history and stuff, no drama and stuff. I mean, he doesn't do that. And he'll just play Holdfast with guys he's friends with on Discord. I mean, Holdfast is like an indie game about like, you know, using muskets and stuff. There's no swords on the muskets.
Did you know that the color of gold
You
is
use
determined
cannons
by
and
the
stuff.
frequency of plasma oscillations among the metal's valence electrons?
That's it, lads! Rock and stone!
I need to play as driller or gunner. Okay, let me change my character, I guess.
We fight for rock and stone!
I still need to do... Oh, driller. Wait, did it say driller or gunner?
Stone!
Okay, I can do 5 as... Okay, yeah. Let's go, let's go. We got Scout, Hazard 3, so I'll be Driller. I don't know if he's getting on someone else to be Driller, but let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. You know what I love about like documentaries about the financial collapse or the way housing crisis or mortgage crisis, when I call it, like no one actually puts blame like the people that like teach, you know, economics at the university being compensated for the papers they make, or the stockbrokers. They don't take accountability. If I go to a bank and I steal a bunch of money and stuff, the cops gonna like make sure I take accountability. The lawyers, the attorneys. I'm gonna be spending years, probably decades in jail. I mean, banks don't play about their money. I remember a year or two ago, I don't know what it was, 2023, a bunch of banks were going under. I'm like, wow. One of my friends was like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, if that's not like the bank your money happens to be in, yeah. It's like, I just don't keep my money in the bank. I was like, okay.
Maybe we're not gonna die after all. We fight for rock
man.
and stone.
I guess we're not getting an NG, I guess I should have been NG. Shit. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think we got like an nemesis somewhere. This is Hazard 3, so it's gonna be way hard to fight this. De Gatiera, is that French? I mean, you can have your qualms about, like, you know, Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny, but I love the voice acting, whether it's, like, you know, English or Japanese. Even sounds better in Japanese. I still feel like Kira Yamato is like a BS character, but I wish we had more Mobile Suit Gundam games. I mean, I don't know if you have to, like, be on GOG to play the old one Gundam games, but there are a bunch of ones on, like, PS2 when I was a kid.
Here we go.
Oh man, I got you. I was trying to do that, my dude. Get off me, get off me, get off me. Oh.
I have watched Betsy glitter in the dark.
I don't get why it does that.
There ain't no point given for shooting your teammate.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool, cool.
I called for Molly. Where is
Let's go, let's go. Zombie _ Bigfoot. That's a cool name. I like that. Zombie Bigfoot. Came back from the grave. A hunger for freaking vengeance. I love this perk. Look at that. Look at all the nitro. Now you're dead.
Your team is getting bigger.
I'm lagging. I'm lagging. That was my minion. How would you do that?
Go!
Why does that look like a... That's a steep fall.
lighting?
Oh, wow. I hope I could just make a tunnel downward. Thanks.
Explosives flying!
That was fun.
Preserve your bullets!
You notice how, like, when they make documents by Enron or... Oh man, I almost died again. They never blame, like, the bankers or the stockholders. It's just, oh, they just made some oopsies. Some oopsies.
I got the shell back!
Like, mega oopsies just don't happen coincidentally, my dude. It doesn't just happen.
Explosives flying!
Well,
Damn!
Load up your guns and sharpen your pickaxes.
if we had jet
Got an
beats,
incoming swarm.
they're all the way up there. I don't know how many to get over there.
I call you past your expiration date!
Let's go, ribbit, ribbit. Let's go.
Lock and load.
Don't have any more satchel charges. Well, we just need 2 more of these.
Can do this in my sleep at this point.
there. I'm gonna get some help.
Almost through the wave, team. Go, go!
Okay. Where's the next egg at? We are connected. Oh, that's my... That's my minion.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
I didn't think we had enough for a freaking resupply pod. That's an repressor. Where'd this guy go?
Swarm's here.
Okay.
Get explored! Hey, sugar! I'm taking some of the
Over here!
Oh. Okay. One more. Oh my gosh.
Almost dealt with.
Need one more. Where's it at? Running out of energy. Okay. I revived you, and I can't see. Move. I don't know where we're going.
Not again.
getting more
Now I'm in a tunnel out of nowhere.
feel much better now.
Where's the last egg at? I don't see it. Oh.
All eggs collected. Management will be pleased. Escape.
Wait, I need help, buddy.
Well done. Secondary objective completed. That's how you do it. Drop pod is on the way.
I guess there's not any more ammo? Oh, no, there is
Supply
not.
pod launched. Better stand back.
I went by fast. Oh, we got the supply pod and we got the drop pod coming.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Grabbing him.
Look over here!
Can make a hole over there, I guess.
And we'll see. Feel much better now.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Yeah.
In T-minus 4 minutes.
Up here. Oh man.
Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you.
Wait. Fuck.
Don't waste your ammunition!
Oh man. What the fuck?
It's overheated!
How much farther do I have to go? 3 minutes left? I might not make it.
T-minus 3 minutes.
And goddamn overheating!
I'm gonna try one more time.
Goddamn these drills!
That one goes there, that one goes there. Oh, fuck. I can't see.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
Shit.
Flares! Recharging!
I went this way earlier. How did I... I'm the only driller. I'm about to just blow everything up.
Explosives! Fire!
Drop pod departing in T-minus 1 minute.
1 minute.
Always
Finally. I made it. I was trying to go about this the most lopsided way ever.
my life for rock and stone.
Rock and stone. Gregor.
Rock and stone! Yeah!
Rock and stone. Complete assignment.
Completed.
Man, this dude's level, or play level 309.
Didn't really need those minerals.
Give me an R! Give me an S! Give me a rock and stone!
Oh man. It's 8:26. I need some grub. You can either free you a frozen pizza or go get some. Oh,
Rock and stone in the heart. Rock and stone in the heart.
Rock and stone. Rock and stone. Justin Trudeau opts for USMNT's World Cup opener, not Canada's. Justin Trudeau opts for USMNT's World Cup opener, not Canada's. This is by David Henderson, June 13th, 2026, updated 3:21 a.m. UTC. This is by David Henderson, June 13th, 2026, updated 3:21 a.m. UTC. This is a NewYorkTimes.com/athletic article. On a day that Canada and the United States both opened their campaigns at the FIFA World Cup, Justin Trudeau opted to watch Team USA. On a day that Canada and the United States both opened their campaigns at the FIFA World Cup, Justin Trudeau opted to watch Team USA. Trudeau, the 54-year-old former Prime Minister of Canada, was in attendance for the US's game against Paraguay in Inglewood, California on Friday night. He was not there to watch Canada battle back to earn a one. He was not there to watch Canada battle back to earn a one. He was not there to watch Canada battle back a 1-1 draw against Bosnia and Herzegovina in Toronto early in the day. The reason for his decision obvious. Trudeau's girlfriend is Katy Perry, and the 41-year-old pop star performed an opening ceremony before the U.S.-Paraguay match. I mean, Katy Perry's 41 years old with no kids. I mean, she is the no eggs meme. During the first half, Trudeau and Perry were seen sitting together in one of the luxury suites at SoFi Stadium. Called Los Angeles Stadium during the World Cup as the Americans raced out to a 3-0 lead behind two goals. From striker Folarin Balogun and a Paraguayan own goal. The U.S. went on to win the game 4-1. Canada's game kicked off in Toronto at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, while the United States game started at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Canada's game kicked off in Toronto at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, while the United States game started at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Canada's game kicked off in Toronto at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, while the United States game started at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the shortest article I've ever read in my life, like seriously. This is the shortest article I've ever read in my life, like seriously. Again, I really don't care about the World Cup or like soccer or whatever, but whatever. I mean, it's cool America's getting some dubs in the World Cup. Again, this is the NewYorkTimes.com/athletic. Justin Trudeau opts for USMNT's World Cup opener, not Canada's. You can find this and archive that today. Yeah, all the articles are reading I've archived, you can find it and archive that today. Yeah, all the articles are reading I've archived, you can find it and archive that today. And if it's an indie website like the one Medman and this guy's working on, I'll probably say it's like a small time website that's not on Wall Street. The one Medman and this guy's working on, I'll probably say it's like a small time website that's not on Wall Street. Like the Nurser like website, like that's one from like Australia, and that's like a small time website that like relies on donations. Like the Nurser like website, like that's one from like Australia, and that's like a small time website that like relies on donations. Like the Nurser like website, like that's one from like Australia, that's like a small time website that like relies on donations.
Rock and stone in
Oh
the
right.
heart.
If you don't have this game on PlayStation, wanna add me or play the game with me, hop on I guess. Or not. I don't have Call of Duty or Battlefield or Madden, I don't play those games. I'm not good enough to really be playing Call of Duty. I used to play Extreme World War Z and that didn't crash, but I guess Genshin Squadron crashes on a, I guess 10-year-old PS4 Pro, because like, this the year it came out, 2016. Yeah, let me go do some overclocking, I guess, like, forge it.
Yeah, rock and stone. I almost feel bad putting
You
this
grind
on
for
a
stuff
weapon.
like this, and then you get, and then you forge them and stuff. I wish games were crossplay, like you buy it like on like, like you can carry it on like, from like your PlayStation to your PC, I guess. Like the whole point of exclusive games when I was a kid was like to sell like, consoles like, Nintendo, PlayStation, but like if you start putting like, Forza on PlayStation, what's the point of buying like an Xbox? Unless it's got better hardware than the PlayStation. Like if you don't have money to invest in like a 1200 or $2,000 PC for like 4K or whatever you're looking for, you get like a Steam Deck. I don't think you're gonna get like 2K resolution or 200 FPS. I mean, unless you like start like taking the parts out yourself if you're confident enough. I can't get a lot of these because I don't have a lot of the materials. Yeah, that's why you grind in this game to get like materials for like the forge your overclocks.
This gonna be amazing.
Now, Call of Duty used to be able to make some like the coolest, like darkest storylines in human history, like for video games. Kind of like Bioshock had like dark storylines. No, but like self-harm, but like dystopian stuff. Like, you ever played like Division and stuff? Like when you get like stuff like your gun and stuff, it'll say like, hey, this adds more like like more accuracy, but it'll like take something else away. It'll probably give you like more recoil, but like more accuracy. Like Division 2 and Fallout 76 are big games for some reason. I guess because it's like live service. There's not really too many of these I can get. Oh, I can get this one. Oh, this is for the rifle.
If Deep Rock Galactic can't provide the goods, I'll forge them myself.
Yeah, one of my coworkers was supposed to work 6 hours, like, because we have a half day, like Wednesday night. Then, like, he got a call when he was on the way to work, and, like, he would, like, just believe this other guy at, like, midnight, so he was gonna work, like, an extra 6 hours, so, like, 6 a.m., I guess. He was just working a 12-hour shift. Can't really get it. Oh, I can get this one. Ghostly Pale.
Can't wait to try it out.
I really worked for a company in Louisiana where you had like Christmas bonuses, or they had like, food out for us for like Christmas or pizza. I mean, I worked for like one, like, seafood restaurant, like, occasionally one of the managers, I think. I don't think it was the owner, but like the manager, like, he'd get us pizza. I don't think that was out of the company's like pod. I think that was just because they like wanted to get pizza for us or whatever, or you feel like ordering pizza. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I'm like a security job, and like the cameras, like the monitor that shows us the cameras, and like the guard check will go off, and like there's only like one of the supervisors, and there's a passwords like to mess with it or fix it. One of the other supervisors I work with, like 4 days a week, like he's like, oh, why don't you like, tell me all the passages so I can do this, like instead of just waiting for you. He's like, oh, like some of the stuff you need to learn, and all this stuff, like it's on like a need to know basis.
Rock and stone forever!
I remember those are the Extra Prom game that I think came out like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago in 2024. I thought that was gonna be like a new IP for Capcom. I guess they didn't want to support it. Like Anthem, that could have been like a brand new IP for like for EA. But EA relied way too much on like the live service BS. Like not every game is gonna be like Apex Legends or like Fortnite, and then you try to shoehorn like micro shit, like it doesn't work. Driller, scout, driller. There's 2 drillers? I can be gunner, I guess.
Lock and load!
Oh. These are guys that really are good at the game. They breathe in the Deep Rock Galactic scene. A lot of these TV shows are streaming are telling you like what the people in power are doing, like like Adrenochrome, or like there's this new TV show called Burrows and stuff about like how like this alien comes, it takes like the spinal fluid out of old people and stuff. And then they're talking about like in the show about how like people aren't Ozempic, but they haven't like had like a bowel movement in like a month or 2 or more. It's kind of weird. Like you see all these celebrities like Ariana Grande and stuff. She used to be like hot as shit, and now she just looks like damn near like a skeleton. And she got tattoos too. It's like so grotesque. I know those stand like jobs are like this is a professional job, but it's just like like wage cagey jobs. Like no, that's what lawyers do, or like or stock traders, people that screw over people. That's what professionalism is. I remember when I worked at this one job dishwashing, we had to wear like a button-up shirt. I was like, why can't we just wear like a regular blue shirt though? Like, it doesn't make sense why you like I live in Louisiana. They give us like 2 black shirts, button-up shirts, and like black dress pants. But some people like might get like 1 shirt that they'll wash. And if you're working overtime for that company multiple days a week, you're gonna be washing clothes a lot.
Rock and stone! Rock and stone!
That's a 3.
A swarm will be upon you shortly.
We got a decreased gravity, I think. Oh, low gravity.
Swarm, it's a big one, team.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, one of my coworkers, like, he used to like live in Massachusetts, and he was paying like I think $3K a month for like a studio apartment. Like, damn, but that's crazy. So imagine working just like you can like just can spend money or just enjoy anything else in life, I guess. Like when people say America's a good country, it's like, well, I mean, unless you inherit a house or property, I mean, you're gonna be working.
Why are you shooting at me, you slack-jawed dimwit?
It's fair time in like aspects, you know, guns and like property if you have the money for that. But this isn't like the 70s or 80s and shit where you can like, you know, have a house paid off quickly. Like, it always makes me cringe when like an economist says something. It's like, yeah, we've been giving billions to Israel for like decades, billions to Ukraine for like what, 2014? Or was it 2022 we started that? So Ukraine's corrupt, so yeah, you can say it about a bunch of countries in like the, you know, ex-Soviet Union bloc countries. They're just corrupt. People don't make a billion articles talking about that though. Like, I'm in a Discord server with Georgian Gosh from Georgia, he's pretty chill.
Secure them to the sides of the resonite mass.
Look at that. No, Pacific Rim was like a cool thing, and then I think Legendary got acquired by China and stuff, and they started saying like, oh, you know, the monsters is just people from the future. It's like, oh wow, okay. Guillermo del Toro, you know, out again, you know, writing crummy movies. I feel like a lot of actors and directors get like, you know, pats on the back for like making subpar movies. Like, I love Beyblade as a kid. You have like these little speed tops. There's this one that's so cool. They're like, I forget what show it was, but like, oh, you know, this Beyblade literally split the ocean, like, you know, kind of implying assembling like Moses and shit. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Drop pod has arrived. The mule has been called back. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Okay. How do we get there though? I'm like running out of ammo.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
There's 4 minutes.
I needed that.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a little gravity. You just don't jump higher though. I cannot see for shit. This is how Resident Evil should have been on-rail shooter. Not know that, you know, sneaky, you know, hope this thing doesn't kill me.
Cluster out! Save yourself! I'm doing my
The other one? Okay.
Let it rain! Woman! No more tonight!
Where's the entrance? Let's go. Did this dude just order a supply drop? It's 2 minutes left. Let's go, come on. Let's go! happening? Okay, let's go.
On flush. Start lock hydrant.
Mission locked in.
Oh.
Powering up the drop pod.
What's up?
Yeah, rock and stone.
Good job. You're making good progress on your assignment.
Grip. Grip. That's just what the doctor ordered.
Rock and stone like there's no tomorrow. And stone.
I'm glad my micro audio is being broadcast. I'd hope so.
Rock and stone.
It says 0 viewers, but I guess I was the only viewer of my thing. Okay, let's go.
On flush. Start lock hydrant.
Mission locked in.
No. Oh, okay. This is just the news. Trump turns on USMCA. Trade tensions, deficits bring North American trade pact to the brink. I'm glad my micro audio was being broadcast.
Rockety rock and stone.
Okay.
Rock and stone, yeah! Yes, another script. Definitely this one.
This is just the news. Trump turns on USMCA. Trade tensions, deficits bring North American trade pact to the brink. President Trump signals he will let the USMCA lapse into annual reviews rather than review it by July 1st, setting up years of renegotiation with Canada and Mexico amid escalating trade tensions.
Rockety rock and stone.
President Trump signals he will let the USMCA lapse into annual reviews rather than review it by July 1st, setting up years of renegotiation with Canada and Mexico amid escalating trade tensions. This is by Stephen Richards, published June 12, 2026, 10:53 p.m. As trade negotiations between the United States and its closest neighbors have grown increasingly fraught with tensions, President Donald Trump has indicated that he plans to withhold a U.S. commitment to the signature North American Trade Pact he negotiated during his first term. The president has long sounded alarm, but the president has long sounded an alarm about the United States' persistent trade deficits with most countries, including Mexico and Canada. During his first term, Trump renegotiated the long-standing North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, between the U.S. and the two countries, replacing with the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. Persistent trade deficits with most countries, including Mexico and Canada. During his first term, Trump renegotiated the long-standing North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, between the U.S. and the two countries, replacing with the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. USMCA is the largest, fairest, most balanced, and modern trade agreement ever achieved, the president said in January 2020. There's never been anything like it. But Trump now says he plans will follow the U.S. commitment to the pact by the July 1st deadline, by which the signatories must either indicate an intention to renew their commitment or begin a 10-year process of winding down the pact. During the 10-year period, the United States could negotiate. During the 10-year period, the United States could negotiate terms of the trade agreement with Mexico and Canada. I'm not looking to renew it, Trump told reporters earlier this week, expressing frustration at the results from the renegotiated deal. Most balanced and modern trade agreement ever achieved, the president said in January 2020. There's never been anything like it. But Trump now says he plans will follow the U.S. commitment to the pact by the July 1st deadline, by which the signatories must either indicate an intention to renew their commitment or begin a 10-year process or winding down the pact. During the 10-year period, the United States could negotiate. During the 10-year period, the United States could negotiate terms of the trade agreement with Mexico and Canada. I'm not looking to renew it, Trump told reporters earlier this week, expressing frustration at the results from the renegotiated deal. You know, with Mexico and Canada, we have trade deficits. He said we should have surplus with them. We don't need their cars. We don't need the lumber. We don't need the energy. We don't need anything that they have. If the three countries agree to extend the pact by the July deadline, it will be extended for 16 years. However, by withholding the United States approval, Trump will trigger a period of rolling reviews of the USMCA until it would officially expire in 2036. Trade tensions. Escalating trade tensions, especially between the United States and Canada, appear to have undermined Trump's support for the pact. He began his second term in 2025 by imposing 25% tariffs on most Canadian and Mexican imports, citing the cross-border flow of fentanyl and illegal immigration, while carving out USMCA-compliant goods from the levies. However, Canada and Mexico responded differently. You know, with Mexico and Canada, we have trade deficits. He said we should have surplus with them. We don't need their cars. We don't need the lumber. We don't need their energy. We don't need anything that they have. If the three countries agree to extend the pact by the July deadline, it will be extended for 60 years. However, by withholding the United States approval, Trump will trigger a period of rolling reviews. Trade tensions. Escalating trade tensions, especially between the United States and Canada, appear to have undermined Trump's support for the pact. He began his second term in 2025 by imposing 25% tariffs on most Canadian and Mexican imports, citing the cross-border flow of fentanyl and illegal immigration, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum chose to accommodate American demands by cooperating on trade negotiations, boosting security cooperation with the United States to combat Mexican drug cartels, and imposing its own tariffs on other countries to reduce Mexico's attractiveness as a pass-through for cheap goods to the U.S. market. However, Canada immediately escalated, imposing retaliatory tariffs. Though Mexico had also initially retaliated, Canada faced higher rates, ultimately a 35% U.S. tariff rate on non-USMCA goods. Unlike Mexico, which sought to accommodate U.S. demands and expand cooperation in other areas, Canada's newly elected Prime Minister Mark Carney has attempted to pivot his country away from the United States and is actively courting China, India, and European partners to reduce dependence on American markets. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum chose to accommodate American demands by cooperating on trade negotiations, boosting security cooperation with the United States to combat Mexican drug cartels, and imposing its own tariffs on other countries to reduce Mexico's attractiveness as a pass-through for cheap goods to the U.S. market. However, Canada immediately escalated, imposing retaliatory tariffs. Though Mexico had also initially retaliated, Canada faced higher rates, ultimately a 35% U.S. tariff rate on non-USMCA goods. Unlike Mexico, which sought to accommodate U.S. demands and expand cooperation in other areas, Canada's newly elected Prime Minister Mark Carney has attempted to pivot his country away from the United States and is actively courting China, India, and European partners to reduce dependence on American markets. Canada's outreach to Beijing in particular has rankled the Trump administration. In January, Carney visited China and negotiated a new strategic partnership with the communist regime, promising to expand trade and mutual investment. Carney said the new deal, which represented Canada recalibrating its relationship with China, would set up the country for the New World Order, one in which the United States ally would try to distance itself from its southern neighbor, just the news previously reported. In addition to concerns over Carney's new initiatives with China, the Trump administration has raised concerns over dairy market access in softwood lumber, a lack of cooperation on fentanyl, and other drug trafficking in Canada's digital services tax on U.S. technology companies. Trump wants to further reduce the trade deficit. Carney said the New Deal, which represented Canada recalibrating its relationship with China, would set up the country for the New World Order, one in which the United States ally would try to distance itself from its southern neighbor, just the news previously reported. In addition to concerns over Carney's new initiatives with China, the Trump administration has raised concerns over dairy market access in softwood lumber, a lack of cooperation on fentanyl, and other drug trafficking in Canada's digital services tax on U.S. technology companies. Trump wants to further reduce the trade deficit. But for the American president, that's not enough. Trump wants to reduce the United States trade deficit with Canada and Mexico even further. In 2025, the U.S. trade good deficit with Mexico was $196.9 billion, a 14.8% increase, $25.4 billion over 2024, according to the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative. As tensions and tariff barriers rose, the goods trade deficit with Canada in fact fell more than 25%, about $15.5 billion in 2025 to $46.4 billion. Another factor in Trump's calculus is like the Supreme Court's earlier ruling this year in Learning Resources and Company versus Trump that slapped down his ability to impose sweeping tariffs under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act that may have debulked the duties he implemented for trade with both Mexico and Canada. The ruling appears to have compressed the negotiating. But for the American president, that's not enough. Trump wants to reduce the United States trade deficit with Canada and Mexico even further. In 2025, the factor in Trump's calculus is likely the Supreme Court's earlier ruling this year in learning resources for the company versus Trump that slapped down his ability to impose sweeping tariffs under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act that may have devolved their duties he implemented for trade with both Mexico and Canada. The ruling appears to have compressed the the ruling appears to have compressed the ruling appears to have compressed the negotiating timeline and made a clean July 1st extension of the USMCA increasingly unlikely. In fact, only Mexico is currently engaged in formal negotiations with the Trump administration over bilateral trade. Canadian U.S. officials have held preliminary discussions, but no formal negotiations have started. Potential for industry disruptions, Chinese advance. Since the USMCA came into effect in 2020, trade between these signatories has grown 37%, driven by investments in the industrial supplies and automotive sectors. Mexico and Canada remain the two top trading partners of the United States, according to the most recent U.S. government data. The ruling appears to have compressed the negotiating timeline and made a clean July 1st extension of the USMCA increasingly unlikely. In fact, only Mexico is currently engaged in formal negotiations with the Trump administration over bilateral trade. Canadian U.S. officials have held preliminary discussions, but no formal negotiations have started. Potential for industry disruptions, Chinese advance. Since the USMCA came into effect in 2020, trade between these signatories has grown 37%, driven by investments in the industrial supplies and automotive sectors. Mexico and Canada remain the two top trading partners of the United States, according to the most recent U.S. government data. The vast majority of Americans, 75%, also believe that the USMCA agreement has been good for the U.S. economy, according to a poll by the Chicago Council of Global Affairs and IPSOS. In addition, the poll showed Americans also demonstrate an overwhelming belief that trade with Canada and Mexico benefits U.S. national security. Since the automotive products trade agreement of 1965 with Canada and NAFTA, which folded in Mexico in 1994, the vehicle manufacturing industry in North America has become highly integrated. Industry associations argue that this has been a net benefit for the industry. For example, the American Automotive Policy Council called the USMCA the most vital trade agreement for America's automakers and asked the Trump administration to preserve the pact even if it renegotiates some components. Other sectors that may face uncertainty if the USMCA is called into question include. The vast majority of Americans, 75%, also believe that the USMCA agreement has been good for the U.S. economy, according to a poll by the Chicago Council of Global Affairs and IPSOS. In addition, the poll showed Americans also demonstrate an overwhelming belief that trade with Canada and Mexico benefits U.S. national security. Since the automotive products trade agreement of 1965 with Canada and NAFTA, which folded in Mexico in 1994, the vehicle manufacturing industry in North America has become highly integrated. Industry associations argue that this has been a net benefit for the industry. For example, the American Automotive Policy Council called the USMCA the most vital trade agreement for America's automakers and asked the Trump administration to preserve the pact even if it renegotiates some components. Other sectors that may face uncertainty if the USMCA is called into question include agriculture and food products, textiles, and cross-border capital investments. Experts have also raised concerns that a weakening of the trade relationships between the United States, Canada, and Mexico could open the door for China to increase its penetration of North American markets. USMCA regime includes rules of origin standards which prevent Beijing from using Mexican or Canadian re-export as a tariff workaround. Other sectors that may face uncertainty if the USMCA Other sectors that may face uncertainty if the USMCA is called into question include agriculture and food products, textiles, and cross-border capital investments. Experts have also raised concerns a weakening of the trade relationships between the United States, Canada, and Mexico had opened the door for China to increase its penetration of North American markets. USMCA regime includes rules of origin standards which prevent Beijing from using Mexican or Canadian re-export as a tariff workaround. Again, this is just the news. Trump turns on USMCA trade relations deficits bring North American trade pact to the brink. You can find this on archive.today. Again, this is just the news. Trump turns on USMCA trade relations deficits bring North American trade pact to the brink. You can find this on archive.today. Yeah, this is just the news. It's like an indie, like a internet website, that like talks about politics and other stuff. Like go support it if you want to. Not like imploring you like to give them like your money, but like like the news they put out, and you want to support them, like do that if you want to. I think I'll read another article too, and then that's it. It's already 2:20, 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Rock and stone like there's no tomorrow. Solid. Rock me like a stone.
Double XP, I like that. So some frozen pizza. That's not really much to eat. This is why I should start buying some Jimmy John's sandwiches, so I can have some stuff to eat when I'm not working. I mean, if you work 7 days a week and stuff, and you buy like you cater a box of Jimmy John's sandwiches, I can last you for like a whole month. Bruh. I'm trying to do this double XP thing. Whole server list. I do not want to do elimination. That's so annoying. Double XP, I like that. And none of these have double XP. Oh, this is Hazard 5? Shit. This is Hazard 4. This is solid aberration, that's annoying. This only has a 3. I join their team, I guess. Bruh. I'm trying to do this double XP thing. Got an engineer, they got a scout. I can't tell if they got. Gonna be driller.
Step aside, wimps.
This is hazard 5. Shit. No, damn. This was a veteran of the game. He breathes it. Or maybe I was looking at my account.
Heads up, new miner arriving.
Oh. Oh, what the heck? Damn, this dude was playing the game all the way over here. Oh, you're the NG. Oh, oh. Aw. The spiders came out this time, which is cool. Let's get it! Double XP! Not a weekend like Call of Duty, you hear? Ah! I'm getting attacked! Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it!
Located a deposit of ossium.
Killing me!
Collect it all and return it to the mule. Move quick though. Our scanners indicate Oseran activity in the area.
What the hell?
Still seeing some small bits of ossium remaining down there. The mule is waiting. Get to work.
Well, thanks for providing me, bro.
Did I hear a rockin' stove?
Oh, man. It's kinda like playing World War Z, I guess. You can play Horde mode, I guess.
Pesticide coming up.
Get the mules! This guy got out of here. That's wrong odd.
Reinforcement is on the way.
I'm being attacked. Ah!
Take that!
Mulian. Mulian. It's a Mulian. Can't do it the way movement does, and it's way funnier.
Again.
You know, Based and Confused is a funny like podcast by a bunch of like, you know, real white guys. You know, way funnier than like Seth Rogen and Joe Rogan combined.
Ossium secured, and you're still alive.
Hazard 3.
Most impressive.
Let's get all that nitro. Let's get it. Alright. You need another mule to salvage. I had some kind of, yeah, I'd have a tunnel right here. Ooh, look. Is that health? No, it's nitro. Ooh. That's still all the way down there. Oh.
Mule powering up. Good work.
That almost killed me. Ah!
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Uplink! Uplink it! Uplink it!
I got the Praetorian.
We got it! We got the Praetorian guy!
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Let's go! Let's go! Get the fossils! Da 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 da!
Access provided.
You gotta uplink it. Oh, okay. You can try and do right here.
Look over here.
Or not. Can't do it. I mean, they'd still fall down, but it stopped like a lot of the bigger ones from coming.
Explosive spikes.
Let there be light. Born ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Get the fossils. Da, 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 da.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Hey, it's one of those snail-looking fossils.
Gotta uplink it.
That was spinning you.
Try and do right here. Okay, let's go. Oh, how am I gonna get that? The fossil all the way up there. Oh, you're hoping they're not gonna come from down there?
Access provided.
Did they get the fossil? Okay.
Sentry off. Getting more ammo.
Oh, damn. We got barely any nitro left. Where did all the fossil go? Did we get it?
One back. Light is up.
This man making a hella platform.
I got the web spinner. Weapon.
I'm not Engie though.
My life for rock and stone. We are ready.
Jarus Dash Nikara. That's a cool name. This dude's just wasting all of his stuff, dude. I know there's Kappa. Okay, but you need to put the platforms to where they can get to him. Don't waste that and then go get more ammo.
I made a platform.
If you shoot it, no one can, like, you know, get under it. Weird jump boots. I could probably go get it. That dude could have died.
Rock on!
We got one more, I guess.
Sorry, pretty lady, but I need a ride. I need soil under my feet. How do you control this thing? It's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop at the end.
I mean, buddy, like, wherever platforms you make has to be for, like, the scouts to get to it. No, you have to get closer. Oh, okay. Now we got it.
Found some nitro.
Oh, we already got enough resupply. Let's start it.
Watch me, lads. I'm flying. Flying dwarves.
The mules are heading back. Follow them and let's get that drop pod fixed. Remember, you can always deposit on the side of the drop pod.
I'm flying! I'm flying! I'm flying! Whoopoo!
All mules are secured. Now to get the pod working. First, establishing a proper connection.
Wee! Come on, uplink, uplink. Just swore that would have got me a trophy. Let's build it. Oh yeah. Smoldeon.
Connection. We only got one shot at this.
Look at that big old crater. Another big crater. Ha ha ha. Let's go. Kinda wanna get warmer 40k Space Marine too. Are people even doing PvP streams of that? It's like, I feel like the people like, you know, hyping up like extraction shooters, the ones that are like, you know, have the like mentality to play the game. That's like when my coworker's like, you shouldn't sell yourself short. This guy that's afraid of heights is like, no, he's like playing Homelander. It's like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of actors are afraid of something. I mean, I've heard someone say, I don't know how confirmed this is, that, like, you know, some of the characters in like the boys die in the comics.
5%, almost there.
But I'm pretty sure it's like different than like how they did the show. I don't have any satchel charges. It's almost 9:30. Might be time for another article after this, and that's it. Got like a billion articles on my phone to read.
Uplink triangulation completed. Remote control reestablished. Stand by, sending in fresh fuel cells for the drop pod.
Light is up.
Some of the characters in like the boys die in the comics.
Fuel cells have arrived.
Like Pokemon was always a kid show. They never had cursing, they never had jokes about sexuality. I mean, they once had a joke about feminism, which was, I mean, cool.
Feeling much better now.
Oh, I guess William is here.
Charge cable
Oh, I
plugged
saw that
in.
my brother's
Grab
here.
the fuel cells for charge
Yeah.
sequence.
I think my mom's taking him for his birthday tomorrow. Oh shit, let's get this. Oh. Oh yeah, we. Oh yeah.
Fuel cells charging. Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
Let's go. My game lagging? Yeah, 40 FPS. No wonder it might be.
Fuel cells at 50%.
We are unbreakable.
You trying to get that nice little bit, tiny little bit of nitro, dude? Oh man, I just wasted charge or ammo or whatever. And you know Street Fighter 6 came out 2023. It's like, yeah, they just added T for like low hard. It's like, I figured which Smash game they've added Cloud in. Like, they don't have enough Nintendo properties, they can't just add, like, no Nintendo characters, dude. Oh. I can't get out. Ah! I don't know why these new grenades don't leave any pot marks in the ground. I do security guard for need where people will throw like firecrackers near people's like cars and stuff for some reason. Like they're that demented. Finally I can get some kills. Jesus. You'll become one with the game. Powering up.
Powering radiation shielding.
Damn. 11 charge left. Damn, it's 9:31 p.m. Okay. I'm yoinking some of this resupply ammo.
Ready to blow.
That did not kill that thing at all.
It's time to bring it all home. Get on board, we're leaving with or without you.
Damn. You hit straight with the flamethrower, buddy.
No ammo left.
I can't see! I wanted more ammo! I'm greedy! Oh!
Great team effort.
Job done.
Congratulations. Your excellent performance for Deep Rock Galactic hasn't gone unnoticed. Management are seriously considering you for promotion, but you'll have to complete one final assignment first. Prove yourself.
And we're getting some drinks, huh? Alright.
No one pours them like you, Lord.
Sacred
Mission
Blink.
selected. Powering up the drop pod. Get on board, team. Orders from management. Stop dancing and get to it.
I don't know why they can't just keep this.
Rock and snow. Really sound of fear. Rock and stone, everyone!
Drop sequence initiated.
No, this is the last article I'm gonna read. This is the New York Post. So CIA officer David Rush called a $40 million gold bar as engineer most significant financial crime in agency's history. Sources. This is the last article I'm gonna read. This is the New York Post. So CIA officer David Rush called a $40 million gold bar as engineer most significant financial crime in agency's history. Sources. This is by Michael Kaplan, published June 10th, 2026, 6 a.m. Eastern Time.
Well, 96, but felt like 106.
What are you doing?
No. Yep.
No. The early morning tranquility of Snowpine Place, a residential street in upmarket Ashburn, Virginia, was suddenly shattered on May 18th by an FBI raid. Agents in tactical gear swarmed the block of well-kept homes at 6 a.m., one shouting at the bullhorn, "This is the FBI, we have a warrant for your arrest. Come out with your hands up." The early morning tranquility of Snow Pine Place, a residential street in upmarket Ashburn, Virginia, was suddenly shattered on May 18th by an FBI raid. A local disturbed by the commotion looked out to spot his neighbor, CIA agent David Rush, being led out in handcuffs, as reported on NBC4 Washington. Agents in tactical gear swarmed the block of well-kept homes at 6 a.m., one shouting at the bullhorn, "This is the FBI, we have a warrant for your arrest. Come out with your hands up." The early morning tranquility of Snow Pine Place, a residential street in upmarket Ashburn, Virginia, was suddenly shattered on May 18th by an FBI raid. In total, the raid saw feds remove 303 gold bars worth some $40 million, which are government property, 35 luxury wristwatches, and $2 million in cash from his residence. A local disturbed by the commotion looked out to spot his neighbor, CIA agent David Rush, being led out in handcuffs, as reported on NBC4 Washington. Some tactical gears the block kept homes at 6 a.m. when shouting at the bullhorn, "This is the FBI, we have a warrant for your arrest. Come out with your hands up." The booking folder for David Rush, the CIA agent who was found to have some 303 gold bars in his home. Alexandria Sheriff's Office via AP. If proven, it will be the most significant financial crime measured in dollars in the history of CIA. Tim Weiner. Saw feds remove 303 gold bars worth some $40 million, which are government property, 35 luxury wristwatches, and $2 million in cash from his residence. If proven, it will be the most significant financial crime measured in dollars in the history of CIA. Tim Weiner, author of The Mission, a 21st Century History of CIA, told the Post. Stop opening doors. The booking folder for David Rush, the CIA agent who was found to have some 303 gold bars in his home. Alexandria Sheriff's Office via AP. If proven, it will be the most significant financial crime measured in dollars in the history of CIA. Tim Weiner. If proven, it will be the most significant financial crime measured in dollars in the history of CIA. Tim Weiner, author of The Mission, a 21st Century History of CIA, told the Post. Rush, 51, who is married, is currently being held in jail after a judge deemed him a flight risk. He allegedly engineered an audacious scheme to rip the agency off in plain sight, according to sources and reports. He now stands accused by sources within the Fed agencies not just of pilfering gold bars, but bluff his way into CIA, where he worked for around 70 years, starting in 2009, and fabricating most of his resume, including claims he was a Navy pilot and universities he had attended. Gold bars that are found home with David Rush were worth some $40 million. Rush was the CIA's director of science and knowledge, but the agency has been tight-lipped about what his exact role entailed. Rush, 51, who is married, is currently being held in jail after a judge deemed him a flight risk. He allegedly engineered an audacious scheme to rip the agency off in plain sight according to sources and reports. Now stands accused by sources within the Fed agencies not just to pilfer gold bars, but bluff his way into CIA, where he worked for around 70 years, starting in 2009, and fabricating most of his resume, including claims he was a Navy pilot and universities he had attended. The agency's joint announcement of his arrest alongside the FBI made. Are found him with David Rushmore for worth some $40 million. The agency's joint announcement of arrest alongside the FBI on May 27 said he had made requests for the gold bars. The agency's joint announcement of arrest alongside the FBI on May 27 said he had made requests for the gold bars for work-related expenses, but gave no information beyond that. Sources have since claimed Rush had a top security clearance within the agency, and that he had set up a fake fund related to continuity of government. The programs designed to keep the federal government operating in the most dire circumstances, such as nuclear war or a catastrophic natural disaster, according to the Washington Post. He is said to have briefed two other people about his false program, but it is unclear if they knew it was fake. Rush, described as a master manipulator by prosecutors, also allegedly persuaded one of those people to transfer millions of dollars to a program using a government contract, which is also fake, the newspaper reported. The agency's joint announcement of arrest alongside the FBI on May 27 said he had made requests for the gold bars. The agency's joint announcement of arrest alongside the FBI on May 27 said he had made requests for the gold bars for work-related expenses, but gave no information beyond that. Sources have since claimed Rush had a top security clearance within the agency, and that he had set up a fake fund related to continuity of government. The programs designed to keep the federal government operating in the most dire circumstances, such as nuclear war or a catastrophic natural disaster, according to the Washington Post. He is said to have briefed two other people about his false program, but it is unclear if they knew it was fake. Rush, described as a master manipulator by prosecutors, also allegedly persuaded one of those people to transfer millions of dollars to a program using a government contract, which is also fake, the newspaper reported. Marsh was the CIA's director of science and knowledge, but the agency has been tight-lipped about what is exactly entailed. He made up a contract, according to a Washington Post source. It's not clear if Rush would have to give a reason for his gold bar request. The phony setup was a special access program, typically reserved for intelligence work, so sensitive even others within the CIA would have limited access. However, if you were to give a reason, Weiner has some ideas on how he would justify the request. It could have conceivably have been the head of state or underground guerrilla group like the Iraqi Kurds, who've recently been helping to keep Iranian-backed forces in check in Iraq, for example. Marsh was the CIA's director of science and knowledge, but the agency has been tight-lipped about what is exactly entailed. He made up a contract, according to a Washington Post source. It's not clear if Rush would have to give a reason for his gold bar request. The phony setup was a special access program, typically reserved for intelligence work, so sensitive even others within the CIA would have limited access. The CIA has also suspended several other. If you were to give a reason, Weiner has some ideas on how he would justify the request. It could have conceivably have been the head of state or underground guerrilla group like the Iraqi Kurds, who've recently been helping to keep Iranian-backed forces in check in Iraq, for example. The CIA has also suspended several other officials as investigations into what appears to be an incredible lapse of judgment and background checking of Rush continue. Rush is yet to enter a plea to the charges against him, which at this point do not relate to the gold bars. He's only charged with fraudulently claiming tens of thousands of dollars in compensation for military leave after he had been discharged from the U.S. Navy in 2015. Having a story reminiscent of the movie Catch Me If You Can, Rush stands accused of fabricating a whole lot more. The CIA rush continued. Rush is then pleaded the charge against him, which at this point did not relate to the gold bars. He's only charged with fraudulently claiming tens of thousands of dollars in compensation for military leave after he had been discharged from the U.S. Navy in 2015. Rush applied to join the CIA. Story reminiscent of the movie Catch Me If You Can. Rush stands accused of fabricating a whole lot more. Rush applied to join the CIA 3 times, twice in 2006 and then successfully in 2009. His applications listed a bachelor's degree in mathematics and information systems from Clemson University, a master's degree in electrical engineering from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in upstate New York, as well as U.S. Naval Test Pilot certifications. None of these things were true. Both Clemson and Rensselaer told the FBI they had no record of him attending classes at their institutions. Rush enlisted in the U.S. Navy in 1997, but was never a pilot, according to an affidavit for his arrest. Rush applied to join the CIA 3 times, twice in 2006 and successfully in 2009. His application listed a bachelor's degree in mathematics and information systems from Clemson University. His application listed a bachelor's degree in mathematics and information systems from Clemson University. Master's degree in electrical engineering from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in upstate New York, as well as U.S. Naval Test Pilot certifications. Master's degree in electrical engineering from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in upstate New York, as well as U.S. Naval Test Pilot certifications. None of those things are true. Both Clemson and Rensselaer told the U.S. Both Clemson and Rensselaer told the FBI they had no record of him attending classes at the institutions. None of those things are true. Both Clemson and Rensselaer told the FBI they had no record of him attending classes at their institutions. Rush enlisted in the U.S. Navy in 1997, was never a pilot, according to the affidavit for his arrest. He was an ensign in U.S. Navy Reserves from 2004 to 2015 when he was Army discharged at the rank of lieutenant. Since then, he fraudulently claimed 744 hours of military leave on his official timesheet, according to the affidavit. In 2018, Rush applied to move up in the government to a senior executive service level, the level just below presidential employees within the federal government. On his application, he appeared as he would graduate the U.S. Air Force Test Pilot School and claimed he was the current director of tests for a 105-person 18-aircraft Joint Army-Navy Weapons Test Organization. Despite records showing he had left service 3 years previously. With such outsized lies, the issue worrying those watching the intelligence services is how exactly Rush's lies have not been caught by the CIA and stopped long before now. People who work at high levels of the CIA are supposed to have very sensible bullshit meters. He's evidently been able to game the collective bullshit meter, Weiner claimed. People who work at high levels of CIA are supposed to have very sensitive bullshit meters. He was evidently able to game the collective bullshit meters, Weiner claimed. He's evidently able to game the collective bullshit meter, Weiner claimed. Rush to make this happen would have needed to defraud the Pentagon and CIA at a very high level. And that's what the CIA is good at. Defrauding, money laundering, human trafficking. Following the discovery of Golden Helmet, David Rush, the highly placed CIA agent, made the front page of the Post. As available evidence shows, he was a pathological liar and very good at deceiving people. Prosecutors have also claimed at one point Rush lied about being a doctor, although this point has yet to be elaborated on. His apparent propensity to deceive is a chilling warning to the CIA, exposes a serious national security risk, according to Weiner. His ability to deceive is mind-boggling. If this guy could do it, is evidence that the Russians and the Chinese and Iranians have a higher likelihood of success in penetration. A very patient sleeper slowly succeeds in joining the CIA can wait 5, 10, 15 years until they are near the top of the totem pole, he said. There is no evidence at this stage of Russia being influenced by or working for any foreign government or power. The government stated in court filings they believe his actions were only to benefit himself. Russia's attorney Jessica Carmichael noted in court that he's in charge of a crime related to gold bars, which she called basically a non-issue and nothing more than a sensational tidbit. She said Rush properly obtained the gold bars, but removed them from his office and kept them locked in a safe in his basement, adding, Mr. Rush never claimed they were his. If convicted, Rush wouldn't be the first CIA officer to have been caught out. Famously, Aldrich Ames worked for the agency for over 30 years before being outed as a double agent for Russia who was responsible for the deaths of many officials recruited to spy for the U.S. whose names he had given up. He was handed a life sentence in 1994 and died in prison this January. That's rare. Kyle Dusty Falgo worked his way up to number 3. Kyle Dusty Falgo worked his way up to number 3 position at the CIA, but became the highest ranking officer at the agency to be convicted of a federal felony in 2008. When he pleaded guilty to honest services fraud for steering a government contract to a pal. Weiner, who also wrote a book about Ames, said this guy seems to combine the pathological lying of Ames, the turncoat, and the political corruption in Kyle Falgo, and his kickback schemes and payoffs. The available evidence shows that Rush has lied about every aspect of his personal and professional life and lied his way into the CIA. Again, this is how CIA officer David Rush caught with $40 million gold bars engineering most significant financial crime in agency's history. This is the New York Post. You can find this on archive.today. And you can find this on archive today, or .today. And you can find this on archive today, or .today. Alright, this is my this is the last arc I'm gonna try, and I'm getting off.